about seedling blight, and we're in a field where we've got a pretty good look at what this looks like. So you can see this field was planted in early May. It was planted around May 4th. I've got an example of it to my left. So we wanted to show you what seedling blight looked like today, because by the time the combines start to roll, these plants won't be here. You'll probably have some farmers that'll call. They'll want to know, why is their population off? Why are they not seeing the yields they expected? And unfortunately, by that time, these plants won't be here, so you won't be able to show them exactly what we're talking about. So what happened, I dug one of the plants up. What seedling blight does is it'll pinch off this mesocotyl. So if we're looking at this plant, seedling blight, you can see it started to send out the radical root, it sent out the seminal roots, and then as we started to send the shoot up, we never got enough of the nodal roots out. So this plant was still being fed by the seed. Once a plant gets those nodal root system out, that's what starts to feed the plant, and it'll really take off. All right, I've got an up close here of a couple different stages of seedling blight. You can see this one furthest to your right it's been gone. It had a hard time getting out of the ground. It didn't even make it past VE before that seedling blight set in. Didn't even have a chance to set the nodal roots. The second plant that I bring over is probably a little more of what you would get calls on, or if guys are driving by and scouting at 50 miles an hour, they might not notice this. The plants out here that are growing and viable, they've all set good, healthy nodal roots, so they'll continue to grow. This plant's done. It has shut off. It's like a vice grip. It just shuts that plant off. So these will be done. So what can you do if you're seeing this and you still have time? Take your stand counts. We found that we're about 10,000 plants low. This is one of the worst cases that I think I've seen this year. So we've lost about 10,000 plants from that seedling blight. Most likely, guys will ask if it's Pythium. Probably so. How did it get here? When we have cool, wet conditions, we see Pythium pop up. The nodal roots that I was talking about, they develop after a certain amount of GDUs that have accumulated. Everyone can agree this year we had super slow GDU accumulation. There were days we were only getting one. So the fact that this plant had to survive off of the seed for an extended period of time means that we just gave the Pythium that lives in the soil, we gave it an extra long time frame to infect our seeds, and then unfortunately that took over, the nodal roots didn't develop, and we started to see those go backwards. This farmer called us out because he scouted 2 weeks ago, stand looked fine, and then we started to see them come backwards. Once that plant is shut off, it won't come back. The next question a farmer might have when talking about seedling blight is, how do we fix it? What do we have coming down the pipeline to help with this problem? The field that we're in today is a 5-year-old product, so it does not have what we like to call advanced disease control. You'll sometimes hear your field sales reps just say EDC. That's what we call it. EDC is a 4x rate of the fungicide that we put on as a seed treatment, and that's on products that are 3 years old or newer. It's also on our disease shield products. So you've seen it on 6435, you've seen it on 5835 or 34. And what that does is it just extends that period of protection. So if we get another year where we've got the cold and the wet, we've seen great results from this EDC products. So going forward, these older products are going to phase out, and we'll see more the better protected, the 4x rate of fungicide.